Alright, let's see here. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Get rid of the stupid right here. We gotta at least make sure that everything is clear before we take off into celebrating the countdown of Sabrina Carpenter's newest album, Man's Best Friend. Let me just switch my thumbnail. 1 minute, folks. Alright, I think we're ready to play. Alright, let me just go ahead and set up my live chat transmitter playing on the app. So that way, you know, I can win this, like, ouch. Crap, I dropped my Lego Mario and my pizza meatball. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready. Hey! Supreme Fishy here. Welcome to the one and only live stream where we will be celebrating for the upcoming new Sabrina Carpenter's newest record release, Man's Best Friend. Honestly, man, I'm really hyped because this is from the same lady who dominated the summer with her songs Espresso, Taste, Please, 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 and so much more. And honestly, I really am curious to know. I'm curious to know how the new album is gonna sound like. Alright, let me go ahead and just check out some information about the new album. Alright. Did you like this? Bro, the album hasn't even released yet! How is it already a review option being played? Oh my lord. Okay. Paloma Sandoval. Oh. Alright. Oh, look at that. There we go. We got some news about the upcoming album. Sabrina Carpenter oh my god, fine, just allow the fucking ads. Yes! Go, just... oh my lord. Sabrina Carpenter warns that NSFW? Sabrina Carpenter warns that Men's Best Friend's album is not for any pearl clutchers. It's like almost too TMI, the pop star explained. Oh, she's stunning. In a clip released on Thursday, ahead of her appearance on the CBS Morning, Sabrina confirmed that her new album is not for the faint of heart. That means it's gonna be honestly brutal? And if they do want to listen, they'll probably want to do it in the privacy of their own homes. Could that be the reason why she invited them on a private listening session to the new album before its initial release? The album is not for any pro clutchers. Carpenter told Gayle King of the LP, which drops Friday, August 29th, which is tomorrow. But I also think that even pro clutchers can listen to an album like that in their own solitude and find something that makes them smirk and chuckle to themselves. Also, it's gonna be a comedic ride. When King noted that the songs are a project that are as sexual as they are powerful and vulnerable, the two-time Grammy winner replied, unquote, "I think that's the thing. It's sometimes people hear the lyrics that are really bold or they go, I don't want to sing this in front of other people. It's like almost too TMI, but I think about being at a concert with, however many young women I see in the front row are screaming at the top of their lungs with their best friends, and you can go like, oh, we can all sigh in relief, like this is just fun. It all has to be. This is the first time the pop star has addressed backlash to her sexual song lyrics, which a polarized audience since Carpenter found the breakout success with her 2024 album, Short and Sweet. In a Rolling Stone cover story published in June, she said, "It's always so funny to me when people complain like all she does is sing about this. But those are the songs that you made popular." She continued at the clearly time you clearly love sex. You're obsessed with it. It's in my show. There are so many more moments than in the Juno positions, but those are the ones that you post every night. And the comment on, I can't control that. Man's best friend has also caused people to, as Carpenter puts it, clutch their pearls even before its initial release. When The Girl Meets World Alum first shared its cover art, a photo of herself down on all fours held in place by a man grabbing her hair, she was met with backlash from some critics who found the image degrading to a woman. Not to worry though, Carpenter has since released several variants of the Man's Best Friend with alternate covers that even pro clutchers can probably get behind. Honestly, I wouldn't mind the original, but I do like one of the cover art, the alternate covers. Hang on. Okay, so this is one of them. This is another one of the covers that's going to be featured in the Man's Best Friend album, which is in its black and white LP. This one you all obviously know this is the original cover art. Another one of them that's also an exclusive cover. She's also releasing that on cassette. Why is it showing less pictures? Hang on. Okay, let me just put vinyl, because I feel like in vinyl it will show the whole cover art. Okay, we saw this one, we saw that one. Where's the other one? I saw there was another one that I saw on Instagram that had like a different cover art. It was like it was her with a group of a bunch of dudes. Oh, is that it? Why the hell? Oh! Fucking Microsoft thing. Okay, there we go. This is the cover I was talking about. This one I actually like. Maybe I should decide if either I should go for this cover or for this cover. I think probably this cover because this one seems pretty. This one seems like pretty cool. It has like a bonus track LP on this one as well. And I have a funny feeling that most of the back covers of each of the album's variants will contain the same back cover. Just the difference is on the front. The vinyl also features a bonus track titled Such a Funny Way. Oh, Such a Funny Way. Okay. Wait. Alright. Let's go to YouTube. Okay, let's watch some good old Sabrina clip-roonies on this one. What the hell is this Why is this in my recommended? Also 2 views in a day. WTF. Oh, I've seen these slippies before on my Insta pages. I'll later check them out. Okay. Okay, so we need to go ahead and check out something over here. that, okay, so one of the covers is specifically is containing something that's a lot more similar. And based off of its conspiracies, we can gladly confirm that each of the covers will contain a different variant of a representation, as well as including a new detail, and one by one, they place like an orb. Sabrina Carpenter's message for now. Wait, did it actually reveal? They actually really revealed. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Look, 1 hour and 58 minutes and 26 seconds on the line. Okay, so let's see what songs it contains here. Man-Child, Tears, My Man on Willpower, Sugar Talking, We Almost Broke Up Again Last Night, Nobody's Son, Never Getting Laid, When Did You Get Hot, Go-Go Juice, Don't Worry, I'll Make You Worry, House Tour, and Goodbye. So there's no features on this album. Alright. So I mean, it's the same with it's good man, best friend. Same with Short and Sweet, except for the deluxe version that featured with a remix with Dolly Parton, if I'm correct. Hang on, folks. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some tea. Real good tea. Be right back, folks. This joke makes absolute no freaking sense over what happened in this field. Oh, hey folks! Sorry I'm late. I still need to finish the last remaining errand though. But pinky promise y'all, I'm still gonna be here like a good boy. And I mean it in the least sussiest way possible. 1 hour and 49 minutes left until Sabrina Carpenter's man's best friend comes out. And no, I won't be playing the songs on live. Even if I would love to, I would have got copyright strike by now. And also, for other information, we already pre-ordered the vinyl that's coming out. It's the variant one, not the specific cover one. It's the one with the multiple tuxedo mans and her holding a glass of wine on the album cover. That's the cover I got. But I'll be right back, fellas. I need to finish out the last remaining errand. fellers, I'm gladly back this time. Okay. Alright, so we gotta make this time pass through correct. Oh, let me get that out of the way. Alright. Alright, let me... Okay. Since at least we're all here, I guess we can watch the new Sabrina well, I wouldn't say technically new, but the Sabrina Carpenter Hot Ones video to get us motivated for, you know, the upcoming one of the albums.
It's a Taurus thing. We're a little stubborn. Are you stubborn?
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes I look at that stuff and I'm like, yeah, that is me, and then some of them I'm like, you know.
It's a bit far-fetched. Yeah.
Right.
It's still there. It's still there. It's still there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Sabrina Carpenter.
Let's go!
Music Force, the ripple effect of her 2022 breakout still reverberating, but the dawn of a new era begins. The latest singles are Please, Please, Please and the chart-topping Espresso, as well as the announcement of a brand new album. It's called Short and Sweet, and it's set to drop on August 23rd. Sabrina Carpenter, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What's your mindset like going into this? Are you someone who appreciates a spicy meal?
Appreciates is the wrong word. They always just kind of like happen to me, and then I deal with it. But I was telling you, I really like the for my sinuses, so I'm really excited for them to be open, like super open, you know. Maybe I'll come out a changed woman. I think everything's a trick, so I'm just scared. Just like, I don't actually know you, we just met John. Okay. Okay. I'm eating chicken, right?
Duh, you're eating wings, Sabrina.
That one's lovely. Really good.
So it's interesting to me that one of your biggest songs, Nonsense, almost didn't make the last album. Is there a lesson to be learned there? And if so, how might it have influenced or shaped your approach to making a track list this time around?
It made me want to trust my personal favorites a little bit more. I think like when you're making
Alright.
so good.
Not blasting us out yet.
No. In fact, like, I don't want to get cocky. Keep it cocky.
You want to get cocky, eh? Alright.
I love that one.
You know, a lot of times comedians, they'll obsess about linguistic specificity. You know, and I'm wondering if there's a corollary for songwriters. Like, how much of honing a song is just playing with a particular word until the lyric lands just right?
That's such a good question. I think sometimes I really do go into it with such a specific, you know, word or phrase that I love, and I do kind of obsess over it until I can find the right place for it, whether it's in that song or a completely different song. I'm not a comedian, so I don't know what they do, and, you know, all I know is that sometimes comedians...
You know what, actually? I will play only just one song. By the time it hits midnight, I will only listen to Man-Child. The rest of it I will hear when I get the vinyl.
have lines that fall flat and just get booed, and that's how I feel sometimes as a songwriter. Sometimes you have lines and songs that fall flat and get booed, and sometimes you have, you know, the best joke of the night, so, yeah.
Sometimes you spin it, and that's why you gotta take the shots, you know, Sabrina?
Yeah, I'm not a sports girl, but I think I know what you just said. I think I know what you just said.
There we go. Fermented
Do you
kimchi.
have a lot of friends? Like, I guess I asked the question because I'm like, if you have friends and you feel like you have good friends, that I trust you and we're good.
Yeah, listen, say what you will about me, but like, I'm a dog. You know what I mean? Like, the same 6 best friends I have now are the same 6 best friends I had when I was 8 years old.
That's what I like people tell me. Long relationships.
Yeah.
If you have long relationships, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
But if you're like, yo, I gotta switch friend groups every other month.
No, they can say what they will about me, but I am a ride or die. I'm the fossil.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So I noticed that you'll oftentimes take a break from your live show to talk one-on-one with a fan who's sitting in the front row, which could lead to everything from, you fielding general life advice to impromptu marriage proposals in the crowd. What's the most over your head you've ever felt during one of those one-on-one therapy conversations in the middle of a concert?
Someone told me their dad left.
Huh.
This is not funny, by the way. Exactly. This is how I felt.
Humor is how you work your way through.
This is unfortunate. You have people recording, being like, oh, so she makes light of people's dads. It's like, no, oh my gosh, but it's a show. Are we supposed to entertain and banter? And usually the person has a good sense of humor if they're telling me that their dad left in front of a crowd of a couple thousand people. So I was taken aback, and then somehow it turned into like a really beautiful conversation, and I was able to like segue into my next song. Because I like to take people out of the show for a second. It just makes it feel a little bit more like a slumber party or something. My palate is being opened. My tongue, my senses are starting to bubble.
Making lots of new friends over
But it's nothing crazy. Oh, this is y'all.
Los calientes.
Maybe I should have a bigger bite. I'm eating a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. These are really good.
So far.
Okay.
But this one has kind of a smokiness to it.
Los calientes. Yes.
Oh my god, you just spoke Spanish!
Do you do anything unique or unconventional to protect your voice? Like, I always wonder if singers approach it kind of like a skincare routine.
I actually do. I do a lot of steaming. I do a lot of, obviously vocal warm-ups, but I think there's just a lot of different methods and like random like herbal honeys that people wouldn't expect that keep it really healthy. And because when you're constantly just like every night, it's crazy to be able to maintain that for a very long period of time without getting hoarse.
Horse.
I hate that word is what it's used for, but that's what it is.
It kind of sounds like what it is. It's like dishwasher. Horse.
That's actually such a good point. Yeah, what else would you call a dishwasher?
Exactly.
They crushed it.
Bullseye right off the.
Yeah. Oh. That should be the rest of the interview. I was just talking about words that sound like what they should.
Hot sauce is another one.
That sounds like what it should.
That is what it is,
Yeah.
And on that topic,
Or like Death Trap.
Death Trap!
Meow's Revenge here.
This is Fat Cat Meow's Revenge. I love cats.
Meow. Purr. Hiss.
Do people get in the comments and judge her bites weren't big enough?
Yeah, and then some of them that are like that over the years.
I'm looking at you now.
But you're giving a good commitment to each one. You don't have to worry about that at all. And I will say this is the first one that kind of takes a little bit.
It definitely. I just felt the shift. I felt the shift, but I'm not scared.
Okay, yeah, you got this.
Scared.
You got this.
Yeah, and maybe that's a Taurus thing. We're a little stubborn. Are you stubborn?
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes I look at that stuff and I'm like, yeah, that is me. That is me. And then some of them I'm like,
It's a bit far-fetched.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
So, I know that you're a lifelong Beatles fan.
Yes, I am.
You said Across the Universe is one of your favorite
Yes,
movies.
I am.
The White Album is one of your favorite records. Meeting Paul McCartney, one of your career highlights. So what I want to do here is play a little game where I'll give you a Beatles fact, okay? And you tell me if it's truth or nonsense.
Well, this is going to be wild. Okay, let's do it.
First up, the origin story from yesterday came from Paul McCartney waking up one morning and humming a melody about breakfast, repeating, scrambled eggs, baby I love scrambled eggs, so he wouldn't forget the tune.
I know that part of this is correct because it happened to him in a dream. And I know that he wrote the song in a dream. I didn't know about the scrambled eggs bit. But is that true?
You're going with truth. You know your lore.
I
know
do
your
true.
lore.
I do true.
Alright, up next. The Beatles' long mop hair was so controversial that in 1963 they ran a newspaper ad that read, "Best wishes to all the starving hairdressers and their families."
Best wishes to all the starving hairdressers and it feels a little current. I'm gonna say no.
You are correct. That is nonsense. It was actually the Rolling Stones who did that. Look at you, 2 for 2.
Yeah, you know.
On Bohemian Rhapsody, Freddie Mercury plays the very same century-old Bechstein grand piano that Paul McCartney used when the Beatles recorded Hey Jude 7 years prior.
I'm going to say yes.
Right? It's like so specific.
It's so
Come on, like obviously, if it's the same piano that the Beatles use, you know dang well they're gonna use it.
He would like that.
You're piecing together context clues here in a way that you are now 3 for 3, Sabrina.
Thank you.
One more for you. We'll see if you can run the table. At one point, the relationship between Paul and George got so fraught that after the breakup, when Paul was on stage, he would incessantly challenge George to come meet him on stage so the two could duel.
Okay, so this one I feel like I go both ways because they all had such playful banter, those boys. So I want to say yes.
It was actually David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar.
So that was not what I was going to say. The color of this is making me fearful.
Good place to be.
Okay. Habanero.
Hang on. Oh wait.
Sherry. Koji.
Ah, here we go.
No, that one's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, real fine, real fine.
Have you just... Has anyone ever projectile in front of you?
Never in front of me,
Okay.
believe it or not. Why? Do you think you might?
No, I just want to make sure that I'm setting a standard.
Yeah. An expectation. It's all right. You gotta let it go. The struggle is part of the spectacle.
What would I like to drink? Let's do this
I'm gonna hit
one.
this milkshake that you brought.
Yeah, actually...
Oh, good, you bought the milky on this one.
Bro,
Chocolate milkshake.
that's where it's at.
Yeah, kind of clutch. There you go.
Okay. That was fine. It definitely affects you.
Yeah,
But these should, that's the point.
that's the show.
You gotta be moved.
Exactly.
You gotta
off your
leave,
game.
you gotta leave with a new outlook on life.
Right.
Don't trust anyone.
It's getting
Don't
fun
push
now.
on. Yeah.
That's what you gotta lean into.
Yeah.
There's a long history, a great tradition of misheard lyrics in pop smashes. Is there any sort of creative strategy to the difficult to decipher but ultra catchy vocal performance on a song like Espresso?
I do like to pay attention to if people can understand lyrics because so much of what I like is, you know, the punchline. And if people don't know the punchline, it's like waste of 30 seconds. And I'm learning as I go. I don't think. Sorry, that one came back to haunt me. Yeah, I don't think I have it all figured out. But that's like how I feel about me espresso. I've heard a lot of people that were like, she should have said that's that blonde espresso, duh. Like, and I'm like,
No, that's that me espresso.
another song I think as well that deserves its spot in the world. But this one for me was like, you know, me espresso just felt like the right thing to say, and it rhymes with the line before it, and just all the reasons. And I just think it's so funny. Like, maybe everyone's right. How are you with red flags? Like, do you see them?
No.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
So, think about
That's
this.
a red flag.
I really want to eat more chicken.
No, eat more chicken.
This does have a build on it,
Yeah.
and you're probably starting to feel that now.
Wow, that one's so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Coming alive, sinuses loosening up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you began up upload your covers to the internet at 9 years old, a tradition that you continue to this day. You know, oftentimes in your concert, reserving some of your set list.
I'm a snobby girl, by the way.
Why? You get a
So, I do
long leash on the show. We got Kleenex over there.
Oh, I didn't see
We have lots of things going on over there. All for you. All for you.
Okay, keep going. Okay.
Does anything come to mind when you think about a popular song that's low-key like the hardest to cover live?
I really like to incorporate covers because I started covering others. This one is really fancy, Sean.
I know, I'm with you.
This one's really, it's like my tongue now is trying to like revert back into my throat.
I know, yeah. A lot of things happening over here.
Yeah. It's a red flag, that one's a red flag. Big red flag. Like songs with a big range. Like sometimes that's the point because I like to challenge myself as much as I can. And
I dare you to listen to Y2K. Alright. Game on. I like Ice Spice. Alright, let's see here. Y2K. Fat Butt. Travis Scott, okay. Papa. Bitch, I'm packing with Gunna. Plenty Sun. Did it first with Central C. BB Belt. Thank you the ship fart. Give me a light. And TTYL. Talk to you later. 2024 by Capitol Records. Alright, let's try it out. Y2K by Ice Spice. Here we go. Oh. Hang on. Let me just sign into this shit. Here we go. Fat Butt.
Hating bitches be angry, hating bitches they ain't me. How the fuck I'm still chewing bitches in gray shorts and a plain tee. Mad as fuck if I was them. DNG and it's custom. Cuban link with a pink gem. I'm the one who
Okay.
Rap bitch on a pop chop. Toasting bitches like pop tops. Use a flop bitch, knock it off with a champagne. I'ma pop it off. Bitch, you know you ain't like that. Post a pic and he like that.
Okay.
Damn, I've been bad like Mike Jack. Talk a lot but ain't seen shit. Here's some being we ain't got the bitch gagging. Hit the bench up and tag in. Bitch rolls through the flag in. Stay on a jet but ain't lagging.
Alright.
Got these bitches copying my posts.
Oh.
My blows. Like ballerinas, keep them on their toes. And I really rap like fuck a ghost. Chanel bags and it's cashmere. Oh, I see why they mad. Some bitches had a bad trip. Bitches stay on my polo D, send them back home like the cab's here. So $500,000 on a mixtape. Probably more on a quick tape, and it's all real, ain't shit fake. Never lucky, I've been blessed. Queen said I'm the princess. Been getting them big checks in a big house, having rich sex. Making black name Batman. Pack smelling like trash cans. Let him do it from the back end. He eat it up like Pac-Man. Niggas fuck with I ain't money. Little body but my name heavy. Baddest how you can ask Getty, and I never lie cause I stay ready. Fat butt, put my pants up. Shaking ass, got my bands up. Her man calling and she mad as fuck, bitch, be happy, I don't answer.
Mad my article. We came from the 4 lines to 4 times Grammy nominated.
What?
Fat butt, put my pants up.
Alright. I think I actually like the album. Fuck it. Alright. Alright, this is Osh with Travis Scott. Stop playing with him, Ryan.
Oh shit, she come off the spot.
Whoa!
Oh shit, she doing her dance. Oh shit, she counting her bands. Oh shit, she come off the spot. Oh shit, she throwing the knot.
Throwing a knot.
Oh shit, she doing her dance. Oh shit, she showing her thong. Bitch, I bet you know I'll be on that. Standing on shit like a floor mat. They keep trying to reach me, cause they know that I have a callback. So I back on a BD. Just know you caught that. Hey, bitch, I gotta ignore that. Need some guy like brother, so bitch, I'm facing, don't ask me to pass it. If we beefing, don't ask me to crashing. In the party, them coppers is clapping. In the party, them slappers is slapping. When they ice on the beat, I be skating. Bitch, I'm pretty, I look like a maiden. With a baddie and she looking blazing. See my grace is the money amazing. Oh shit, she
Turn up the spot.
Oh shit, she
Doing the nod. Doing the nod.
Oh shit, she doing her dance. Oh shit, she counting her bands. Oh shit,
She turn up the spot.
oh shit, she throwing the knot.
Alright, where my boy Travis at?
Doing her dance.
Hello, where are you, Travis?
Them shits can do it for me.
Oh, here he is.
I'm from TX. Shorty, she up in the BX. Ice in the front of the needle. You might get a car that's keyless. Topless, no D6. I'm out of New York, I'm in sailors. You might get some more of these sailors. I'm cooking the wave afloat. They watching my moves remote. Cats out down the throat. Sick coral down the throat. Ooh, shit. The smoke, we bought some nicks. That's a building and sell us the nicks. Like a virgin and burst my trip.
Man.
She count the spot.
Wow, okay, that was not bad, actually.
She throwing the knot. Oh shit, she doing her dance.
Okay.
Oh shit, she counting her bands.
Oh shit, she turned up the spot. Oh shit, she doing the nod. Oh shit, she doing her dance. Oh shit, she's showing her thong. Alright. Okay, it's not bad, the conspiracy. 2 hours? Why the fuck's this 2 hours? Okay, so it just got previously delayed? Let's see here. Okay, this is Papa.
Stop playing alright. Came up out the hood, yeah, I got super lit. Diamonds keep on dancing, got a stupid wrist. He working on me, he got a stupid bitch.
Stupid
And he
bitch.
left that bitch cause I'm a cooler bitch. Bitch, she ain't no player, this a cooler bitch. Just me on the plane and the stewardess. All this fucking breach, what to do with it? Mush up on that boba like it's food in. Skin the color coca, but his nose in. Told him that I love him, I was trolling. They didn't want me to win, I was chosen. That was talking shit, she got poked in.
She got poked in?
Bowling. Make them bitches sick, I got motion. See her, I'm like, God, that's a slogan. That bitch, she my twin, like the Olsons. Came up out the hood, yeah, I got super lit.
Super lit.
Diamonds keep on dancing, got a stupid wrist.
Okay.
He working on me, he got a stupid bitch.
Stupid
And
bitch.
he left that bitch cause I'm a cooler bitch. Bitch, she ain't no player, this a cooler bitch. Just me on the plane and the stewardess. All this fucking breach, what to do with it? Mush up on that boba like it's food in. And I feed him good cause he's an eater.
Okay.
And he beat that cat, call up Peter. When he going slow, tell him speed up. Diamonds on my neck like I'm a Nima. I ain't a Nima, got that heater. Bad bitches, I'm your leader.
Alright.
Mad bitches wanna be ya. Bitches can't see me for nothing like Cedar. Came up out the hood, yeah, I got super lit. Diamonds keep on dancing, got a stupid wrist. He working on me, he got a stupid bitch. And he left that bitch cause I'm a cooler bitch. Bitch, she ain't no player, this a cooler bitch. Just me on the plane and the stewardess. All this fucking breach, what to do with it? Mush up on that boba like it's food in it.
Okay. Alright. Okay, this is bitch I'm packing with Gunna.
Young woman.
So playing with him, Riot.
Bitch, I'm packing. Got that jet on me. Yeah, he jacking me. Got the rocks on me. Got that stack on me. Got that stack on me. I got what he need. He got what I need. Bitch, I'm packing. Got that jet on me. Yeah, he jacking me. Got the rocks on me. Got that stack on me. Got that stack on me. I got what what he need. He got what I need. He got felonies. He got Halloween. His bitch running really good, but I got better needs. Rich bitch, ain't no pedigree. Rich bitch, I got a money list. What is you telling me? Bitch, you lying. Bitch, you lying. Bitch, you lying. Don't get back. Please, nigga. I know you capping. I know you capping. Oh, you tapping? Oh, you tapping? Oh, you done macking? Oh, that is fuck. One magazine. How you fuck? What is happening? Bitch, I'm hacking.
Got that chat on me. Yeah, he jacking me. Got the rice on me. Got that stat on me. Got the stack on me.
I got what he need. He got
Better needs.
Highly strategy.
Okay. Alright, this is done, huh?
Rescue tolerance. All these boys are prodigies. Riding from the prodigy. Who got stuff I'm trying to sell? You my bitch don't lie to me. AP for my apology. Miss me J and beat the drum by level shot like symmetry. Bitch got in me my top off, got my shirt off, she can see me. I just let it for wrong and I hope Gucci came for Emily. And she got on stone six, hold on, that's your energy. Bitch, you know I ain't like it. I got trees from where I live, but you know it's L. We don't do no cap.
What else you don't
I got
cap?
the trap on, get up in it now. You Scotty fill up the rocks, I roll me up a son.
Bitch, I'm hacking.
Got that chat on me. Yeah, he jacking me. Got the racks on me. Got that stat on me. Got that stat on me.
I got what he need. He got what I need. Bitch, I'm hacking. Got that tat on me. Yeah, he jacking me. Got the racks on me. Got that stat on me. Got that stack on me. I got what he need. He got what I need.
Okay. Okay. Oh, alright, this is plenty son. Stop playing with him, Wyatt. Oh, there's a lyric.
Like, girl, you hella fine, but you hella young. I'm like, baby, don't you worry, don't get tell me something. I'm like, baby. I'm like, I'm like, baby, don't you worry, don't get tell me something. He like, okay, so you pop this thing, good enough. On my tummy tongue, he put his baby down. He got plenty funds. We gonna hit the strip club, he got plenty ones. We gonna hit his trap house, he got many guns.
Many guns.
Now he's with a fake grip, now he got tummy runs.
Tummy runs.
Got no fucking kids, I got hella sons. And you chillin' with a star, not just anyone. And you chillin' with a star like it's plenty sun. And I packed the whole zip, I got daddy lungs. And I post my fighter pics, yeah, the daddy ones. Ain't got time for them bitches, yeah, them bitches bums. I ain't got a lot of friends, I'm meticulous. All them damn diamonds on me look ridiculous. 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 He like, girl, you hella fine, but you hella young. I'm like, baby, don't you worry, don't get tell me something. He like, okay, so you pop this thing, good enough.
On my tummy tongue, he put his stomach down. You know I'm too proud to be single, cause I got a man. But you keep I fuck with you, I cancel all my plans. Put the shit on Vicky Fly, Vicky Peter Pan. How your bitch is mad at me, I thought she ain't a man. What you trying to do? Get me food or some bags or designer shoes? You been cracking till you son is there shit to lose.
And you not your first nigga, I don't make the rules.
I'm not saying I'm lying.
A lot of shit, nigga, this ain't class. You just gotta know I'm bad with a lot of ass.
You just gotta know I'm paid with a lot of plaques. And I always come in first, yeah, I'll never last. He like, girl, you hella fine, but you hella young. I'm like, baby, don't you worry, I might try something. Y'all tell you so you pop this thing, you good enough. On my tummy tongue, he put his tummy down. And you chillin' like a star, like it's play son. it first.
If he's cheating, I'm doing him worse. You don't put my hand through the reverse. I ain't tripping to grip my wrist. I don't care if he's eating it first. If he's cheating, I'm doing him worse. I ain't tripping to grip my wrist. I don't care if he's eating it first. He gave me the stick, I'm dipping. I know he do too, but I'm slipping. We not fucking, but he put the tipping. He gave me my nuts, but I'm with it. I start thinking when he got up in it. I'm like, be my you for a minute. I don't want them niggas in the worst. I'm like, baby, you know you the realest. I'm like, thinking I know he gon' spend. I'm like, at the end, I thought he friend. We're trying we fucking his friends. We gon' party till the party end. I'm like, body, you fuck my times. Big boobs and I come with the job. See, he don't want me, I know he a cop. If he's cheating, then I'm cheating back. If he's cheating, I'm doing him worse. You don't put my hand
The reverse. Now he's tripping to grip my purse. Like let me see me first. If he's cheating, I'm doing it worse. I ain't tripping out. Alright.
I ain't tripping to grip my wrist. I don't care if he's eating it
There you go, Central.
See you upset with. She invested in the detective, lucky for me I didn't hear the message. When the lawyer was me and I got bitch, I told her it was me and my virgin. By the end of this bus I'll be done. I guess we gon' see it like 16 seconds. Going cold for the times I got caught, I'd have about 16 felons. I keep coming with stupid excuses, like I was juiced and tripped, I'm felon. I might take the risky element, but I don't know what these shits be telling. I don't know I'm getting so risky, boy, I can't let it up my lesson.
If he's cheating, I'm doing him worse. You don't put my hand through the reverse. I ain't tripping to grip my wrist. I don't care if he's eating it first. If he's cheating, I'm doing him worse. I ain't tripping to grip my wrist. I don't care if he's eating it first.
Alright.
Alright, so let's did it first.
You're listening to In Plain Sight, the most singing by Khalid. Listen on Spotify.
Alright, the next is Baby Belt.
Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. How do you know what actually works? With a 4.9 rating from 1.7 million client reviews, you're in good hands with BetterHelp, where you can talk with real licensed therapists, not AI. Wellness shouldn't be overwhelming, and therapists can help figure out what's best for you. And yeah, it might involve a screen detox. Visit BetterHelp.com/Spotify Music for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/Spotify Music.
Okay, here we go. This is Baby Belt. Play with him, Ryan.
Jury's on, and I beat my belt. I'm as poopy, but I never slump. 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 I'm as poopy, but 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 I never slump. He in my life, you know I'm myself. I'm as poopy, but I never slump. He in my life, you know I'm myself. He
literally said I'm as poopy, but I never smell.
I'm a body like fuck how you felt. And I'm thick cause I promise I'm milk. And I'm lit cause I'm just on a deal. Everybody be knowing my name. Just want the money, I go with the fame. And I'm different, they ain't in my lane. Counting up pirates is how I stay sane. Picture perfect, you live in my frame. I'm a baddie, I do what I do. Like
You are a baddie.
This is true. And they know how to move. Niggas stop, we gon' hoop. Niggas stop. I don't get your juice. Niggas stop, niggas. Yeah, I'm that bitch, so they steal my juice. This one bitch is built like an ant. Ew, cash house and they going on rants. Cash cow be getting them bands. Bitches fishing, but they was in trance. Shorty's on. And I beat my belt. I'm as poopy, 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 I'm as poopy. He in my life, you know I'm myself. He got a bitch, but you know
I'm as poopy, she's as poopy.
Fuck how she felt. I'm a baddie like fuck how you felt.
And I'm thinking some dumbest of wait, how's that song again?
Got a waist. Think she pretty, but she's her face. Shorty's
on. And I beat my belt. I'm as poopy, but I never smell. He ain't my life, doesn't know I'm myself. He got a bitch, but you know I don't tell. I'm a baddie, so fuck how she felt. I'm a baddie like fuck how you feel. And I think it's a goodness a meal. And I think about I don't wanna waste. Think she pretty, but she's in her face. Follow me how like which of your place. It was funny till I took her place. I really call me like you really do this. I'm a switchy bitch, I really do this. Light skin, but I'm glad to feel my hair. I get money, bitch, I am a millionaire. Okay. I'm in the party, everybody was there. If I even want to fuck my hair, yeah? son, and I'm giving my bell.
I'm a stupid, 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 I'm a stupid. Get in my life, you know I'm a
So,
soul.
he got a bit, but you know I don't tell. I'm a baddie, so fuck how she fell. I'm a baddie like half of you fell, and I think it's like doing this a meal. That is an interesting looking line.
I'm a stupid, I'm a stupid, I'm a stupid, I'm a stupid, I'm a stupid.
Okay, this one I actually recognize. It's Take Your Shits. Like it's like in the intro. I know the whole song. This is the one. Stop playing with him, Riot. Dig you the shit, bitch. You're not even a fart. I be going hard. I'm breaking their hearts, right? Bitches be quick, but I'm quicker. Bitches be thick, but I'm thicker. She could be rich, but I'm richer. Taking her man. Don't give a fuck. Out in the yams. And I keep on tucked. I'ma make me some jams. I'm up at advance. As if 100 bands. Just do my little dance. Bitch, I'm a brand. Bitch, I'm a baddie. I get what I want. I am Alexi. I look like a bum. I got the jaddy. He just wanna hump. What you do is by shaking my hips. I'ma dip when I stack all my chips. Super dummy. I want the whole fit. I got a
First nigga sending me tips.
I'm not saying that. You need a sip, bitch. Cause you're not even a fart. I'll be going hard. I'm breaking their hearts like. Bitches be quick, but I'm quicker. Bitches be thick, but I'm thicker. She could be rich, but I'm richer. Bitch was at home playing dress up. She must have thought she could catch up. I got my foot on her next I can light up. She on the floor to her own get up. She my son, but I ain't her mammy. Bitches can't stand me. Eating my panties. Hard line like no Annie. I'm not thinking I'm losing my tan. I lose just anything before my man. I'm a pretty bitch, I look like fire. On the beat, I'm going to the sand. I said mirror, mirror, who's the fairest?
Nigga looking embarrassed.
Should I want 50 on some carrots? This shit carry like
Niggas in Paris.
Take you to shit, bitch. You're not even a fart. I be going hard. I'm breaking their hearts like. Bitches be quick, but I'm quicker. Bitches be thick, but I'm thicker. She could be rich, but I'm richer. Damn! Okay, that one was actually a one song I actually recognize. Wait, what's the next one? Oh, are we almost done with the whole album? Okay, the next one is Give Me a Light. Stop playing with him, Riot. Another album Miss Poopy line. Nobody move. Every time I'm breaking the news. Pretty ass bitches and pretty ass boots. Pretty ass bitches are shaking the room.
Fake ass bitch trying to grill me. She acting lost, but of course she ain't too.
Just kidding, like it was about to jump. Cause I'm in the
I'm to be like, give me a light. I saw the pants with me. Take a man, I'm getting him right. They look like what I pay. I took a man out of water. That bitch keeps trying to afford her. Now I'm rocking my lens here. I remember how I couldn't afford her. That bitch keep to the plot. And that's how I got to the top. I know I don't got any ops. I'm probably a beat for a flop. Like, let's go trip. Who bigger than she? Who prettier too?
Okay.
Who feel like getting the booth? Like, let's be real. Who bigger than me? Who littier too? That's why I can take a boo. I'm to be like, give me a light. I saw the pants with me. Take a man, I'll get him right. They look like what I pay. I'm to be like, give me a light. I saw the pants with me. Take a man, I'll get him right. They look like what I pay.
Okay, so it's like a Give Me a Light remix with Sean Paul on Correct for the Vice Guys. Dream for. Alright, This is TTYL, the last track.
First thing when I wake up, I make sure my cake up. I get my hair, put a little bit of makeup. Of course I'm the baddest and this be hater. All black, just like a skater. No friends, this be faker. No rocks, no scissors. Just getting that paper. Getting that paper like I never had it.
Alright.
Empty the stores, but I don't even have it. Empty the clip if the bitch won't static. Shoot the extra, somebody just wanna grab it. I tell this bitch to go play some traffic. 5 stars when I'm lunching.
Lunching.
This really munching.
Munching.
Shoot a movie at Dunkin'. I'ma bring this nothing. I'ma start on TV. All my face with them bitches won't see. All my conversation sucking my deep. Shaking my head every second my teeth. Please. Like I know I'm that bitch with that bitch on the beat. Clap.
Okay, that was actually pretty catchy.
Shoot a movie at Dunkin'. I'ma bring this
Something. I was on TV. All my face on them bitches wanna see. All my comments sucking my deep. Shaking my head every second my teeth. Please. I don't know I'm that bitch when the bitch wanna breathe. Grab.
First thing when I wake up, I make sure my cake up. I get my hair, put a little bit of makeup. Of course I'm the baddest and bitches be haters. All black, just like a skater. No friends, bitch be faker. No rocks, no scissors.
Just getting that paper.
Look at shows and now I'm a dragger. No clout for that bitch, like why would I tag her? That's how I know when I play my clappers. We look good, we put in my slappers. Damn. It's back to the look. She looking right in that bitch in the and I don't even drink, but I'm not on her book. Clap. She shake it, shake it. Yeah, naked, naked. You know when I tell her me and stick it, I'm capping her head like I know how to take it. Like, it's cool, I'ma fake it. I just let him taste it. He's looking next time, letting him crack it. I'm throwing it back. I'm like, baby, don't break it.
Damn.
Wake up. I make sure my cake up. I get my hair, put a little bit of makeup. Of course I'm the baddest and bitches be haters. All black, just like a skater. No friends, bitch be faker. No rocks, no scissors.
Just getting that paper. Okay. Okay, so that was Y2K by Ice Spice. It was alright actually. I especially like the songs Fat Butt, Osh with Travis Scott, Obviously Think You're the Shit. I think Give Me a Light. No, I think TTYL really takes the good spot for the best song of the Y2K album. Alright, we had our fun, but let's go ahead and... Okay, so now it says 2 hours and 1 minute and 54 seconds left, so it should hopefully now say 1 hour left until Man's Best Friend appears. Okay. Alright, well, I guess while we're waiting, we can go over the tracks. So we have Man-Child, Tears, My Man on Willpower, Sugar Talking, We Almost Broke Up Again Last Night, Nobody's Son, Never Getting Laid, When Did You Get High, Go-Go Juice, Don't Worry I'll Make You Worry, House Tour, and Goodbye. Like, those are all the jam tracks. Okay, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 22, 25, 28, 30, 33. Okay, so it's gonna be like 33 minutes in total. Okay, let me pre-save the album. Alright. Alright, so obviously I'm only gonna listen to Man-Child because I'll give out one spoiler because I know there's already a music video out of it. Yeah, after I listen to the song, I'm gonna see the music video. But the rest I'll hear it when I get the album at least. Because I don't want to see too much spoilers because I know many people would just listen to it by the digital website itself. I'm more into vinyls if you want me to be fairly honest, because vinyls, on the other hand, you get like the original, you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 hour left. There we go, 1 hour and 59 minutes and 57 seconds. Okay. As I was saying, because most of the time, I'm more of a vinyls guy because like I want to hear music like the real way as possible, like by getting the original recordings that started everything. So honestly, that's why I'd rather listen. I'm only gonna listen to one clip, and it would be Man-Child. And then after that, I'm gonna, watch the Man-Child music video. Okay, so okay.
How many children are you friends with? Don't you love your country? You can't spell America without Erica. You want my help? This USS Butterscotch better be the first with me. And I'm talking free
ice cream for life.
For life. For life.
Okay. And then it just keeps on repeating the song. Field trip.
This ain't cheddar, it's quiche.
Oh! Okay. Oh, but it's made by Kanye. Okay. I hate Kanye West, but okay, this one's kind of dope. I will admit.
Cheddar, it's quiche.
Wait. I wonder what's the original lyrics. Okay, let me just put the logo. Okay, so this is in Ye, Kanye West, and Ty Dolla $ign. Oh, Playboy Cardi. Okay. Alright, here we go. The original lyrics.
This ain't cheddar, it's quiche.
Take her on a race. Take her on a trip. Take her on her house. Alright, Playboy Cardi. Holy crap, look at your actual skill there. But I miss it. Tape on it, okay?
Keep fucking my bones, move too fast, gotta break something. Tryna keep hiding my phone, keep going down, I'ma break something.
Something.
just as making do it just so we can take it just so we can cool it just so we can run it just so we can take it on the field, take it on the race, take it on the trip, take it on the house.
Living that bitch like a riddle. 200 cash, my bitch say I'm middle. Medical plans, I'm all in the deal. Eat like a dog, I'm fresh out the kennel. Niggas say gas, they rollin' the venom. Ain't on my level of bitch, them beats. Always hollering about you, bitch, we reach. This ain't no regular jet, that is quiche. You went outside, it was
Okay, that was actually kind of catchy.
This ain't no regular jet, that is quiche. Bitch, them beats. Always hollering about you, bitch, we reach. This ain't no regular jet, that is quiche.
We wish we reach, but this ain't no regular cheddar das quiche. Excellent songwriting, by the way.
And outside, I wish it was different. You went outside, I wish it was different. Jacking my nuts, got my dick out of dirt. Put it right in her butt, got a turkey and turkey.
Wait,
Dirt and triple words when I'm comfortable. I was gushing on you, now I'm fucking on you. Instead of busting on you, now you love me. Haters gon' say you just want my little paper, but who am I, nigga, with some money? Dick in the stomach, now I make her money. The foreign imported from Saudi Arabia. Like how you riding that dick like a gangster spray. You can turn the deal to an my name just should be in time. Cause dollar signs get hard to it. Not a bitch, I trip out and took out a six pack.
It's a minute, but it's like a summer. Do it suck to suck in it. Fuck it, just as making it. Do it just so we can take it just so we can cool it just so we can run it just so we can take her on the field, take her on the race, take her on the trip, take her on the house.
okay, that was not bad. Okay, wait, but jokes aside though, let me also check on my Instagram because there's gonna be for sure a bunch of Sabrina people says what the fuck? There we go. What's this from Selena Gomez? Bride. Ah ha ha. Oh my god, I thought she was pregnant for me. What? Okay, I saw the face of Benny Blanco. Alright, we got another one of the weekend's, tournaments. Okay, Chappelle actually slayed there, man, not gonna lie. Ah, Taylor being engaged. Honestly, I don't blame their happiness, hands down. What the fuck? Okay, there you go. I'm surprised there's not even that much about Sabrina Carpenter's, upcoming album. Like, what the heck? I thought Instagram would be filled with Sabrina memes by now saying that, hey, look, that the new Sabrina Carpenter album's coming out tonight. Oh, the Tears music video's been out, but I don't want to hear the song yet until I finish listening to the album. Like, entirely. Okay. Alrighty, 1 hour and 50 minutes on the line. How we doing? Not available yet. Well, at least we're just still waiting in here at the same time, though. But like, oh, Snack Wars! This one seems like a fun video from Sabrina. Wait, let me also refresh the... I think that's turned off. I'll give it a...
Oh no! I've never had McDonald's before.
No!
My whole life, and I can't have this. I told myself I couldn't. Hi, I'm Sabrina Carpenter, and this is Snack Wars UK versus USA for Live Bible.
Toxic waste and licorice all sorts.
Candy! Yay. Hey. So good. Oh wow, it's really good.
It's good, isn't it? You had licorice before?
Yeah. It's not my favorite.
It's not my favorite, isn't it, mate?
It's annoyingly flavouring.
Okay. Oh, not the double packaging. Okay. Interesting.
It's a double packaging.
Are you ready? What the Yo! Hold it, no. Oh my god.
Hold it, no.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so sour. Oh my god, it's so sour. What? What the heck?
Oh my god.
That's where she got it from.
Exploded. I'm so curious about these now. I've never... Yeah.
Good, oh my effing Jesus.
I got 10. Alright. Thank you so much. Nope. Wow. Okay. So like the whole thing.
Why would you eat a second round? You know what's gonna happen.
So yeah, I guess these just explode after like 5 seconds in your mouth. Just when you think it's over, it's not.
It's literally called toxic waste for a reason.
I mean, you deserve it. But I would say this because I'm so fascinated by it. Oh no.
Whiskey.
If you guys are ready, whiskey, huh? Okay, cheers. No! Really bad. Really bad.
No, I would never be capable.
Wait, so bad. Wait. Why does it burn?
It's whiskey. It's supposed to be burning. It's an alcoholic drink.
Oh my god, I hated that. Oh my god, do this one? Okay. I hope this is better.
No.
So tired. No. Give me a second. I can't. You think they taste different? Like, or is this a thing?
I have no clue.
I might throw up. I might.
Oh god.
God awful. Honestly, I'm gonna say this one because it wasn't, but I did hold my nose, but it wasn't as strongly repulsive as this one was. Blown out the teeth. Okay.
Blown out the teeth. Grab sausage roll at McDonald's. Oh, please!
Oh! I've never had McDonald's before in my whole life, and I can't have this. I told myself I couldn't. I have like a very specific goal that I have to reach before I have McDonald's. Can't.
What is the goal? I'm interested.
It's like a personal goal. Well, it's like once I do a certain thing, or like reach a certain
thing that I'll like go to celebrate. It's like when you win the Super Bowl and like, where are you going? Like, I'm going to Disney World, I'm going to McDonald's. And then this one, I've heard good things about this.
Yeah, it's a breakfast bakery.
Okay. What the fuck?
So it's a sausage roll.
Okay. You guys like this?
Yeah.
It's very popular.
It's actually not that bad. I don't know why I was overreacting. It's pretty good.
Beef jerky or scratchings.
Beef jerky. And then Mr. Porky. Okay, I'm gonna try this one first. Y'all have some weird taste. This smells so bad. Wait, do I have to eat that? Wait, that smells terrible. What is this?
It's food.
Guys, come on, wait, pork rind. No, why does it taste so bad?
It's essentially fat.
Yeah, so...
No. Alright, she takes it as a no.
Try this one.
No. Alright, the beef jerky then.
This is pretty good, it's soft. I've never had it before. I'm not mad at this. This one though? No.
That's a Hades.
I'm gonna give it to you. And whoever invented that deserves to be fired.
That's a draw.
I'm fine. I'm a little drunk, guys. I'm still crazy.
Becky, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh.
A gummy bear. Gummy, 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 gummy bear.
If I laugh too much, it takes away your vocal cords. Did you know that? Laughing, not great for your voice, so I have to be boring. Have you ever tried this one?
I got this real good. I went to animal communication school. Trust me, really exciting. Meow.
And so I came out here and it was like a church a little bit in here. I was like, don't curse the Lord's upon us. And I was like, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You just did that. I really want to jump off of a high cliff into water because I've never done that.
How do we feel about scandalizing the Catholic Church a little with Feather? Gotta go, girl, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. I mean, we love...
That's a fair enough statement to respond to, Sabrina. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Wait, I need to watch the original.
Okay, I got this. I got this real good. I went to animal communication school. Trust me, really exciting. Meow. Purr. Hiss. He intimidated. You see that? Meow. Purr. Hiss. He intimidated. You see that intimidation in his eyes? I'm deep. I'm so deep. Oh my god.
Girl doesn't even leave. Doesn't even leave position. The type of video that's gonna be recommended 16 years. Meow. Purr. Hiss. Ding dong. Oh, Taylor Swift cover. Oh shit, I Spot actually did a snacking video? 1 hour and 39 minutes left. Hang on, I'll be right back, folks. I need to take a personal texting spree for a minute.
a little.
cute.
Give me my bra. You don't even have to be boobies. They're tiny. Give me my bra. You don't even have to be boobies. They're tiny.
be right back, folks. Just enjoy this little round of motivation.
can cut the line quite easily. I kind of need my both hands, but I don't want to let it fly. So this is going to be a slow. Okay, I think now kind of.
me find like the songs, hang on. Oh no, it's still showing on the website.
ser fiado, pero ¿cuán difícil puede ser? Las voy a atrapar enseguida. Si alguien lo puede lograr, soy yo. ¿Por qué? ¿Sabes quién soy? Soy el lobo feroz. Soy el lobo feroz. A esa cabrita bien tiernecita está toda. Cuando se me encuentra terminará en una hora. Mucha boqueta, mucha cebolla.
child. And I can't believe the moment finally came. Here we go. To conclude the stream, I'm gonna listen to the one banger Man-Child, because the rest of it I'm gonna hear it on the vinyl record. Alright, here we go. Here we go, 55 seconds until Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend finally comes out. Here we go. Here we go. Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend will be finally launching in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh boy! Here we go!
You said your phone was broken, just forgot to charge it. Oh, outfit you're wearing, God, I hope it's ironic. You just say you're finished, didn't know we started. It's all just so familiar, baby, what do you call it? Stupid! Or is it slow? Maybe it's useless. You to work for it.
Man-Child.
Why you always come running on me? Fuck my life. Won't you let someone to me? Never heard yourself get hurt. Have your brain just stay there. Man-Child. Why you always come running
Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, that was an OP start for Sabrina. That was such an OP start for Sabrina. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon.